Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? Trying to figure out why that exhaust is blowing out on my leg, and so let me show you what I'm doing. So there's the engine with the stock muffler removed, and you can see gasket material all the way around there, and it doesn't look like it's broken. So I was thinking maybe there was no gasket on this part, because here's the flange where it bolts the motor, and there's the gasket for it. And I saw this piece and I thought, well, there's no gasket there. Then I looked at the muffler and there is a gasket on there, and it looks fine. And this exhaust is supposed to come straight out this way. So why is it coming out this way and pounding on my leg? I know I want to do a stock exhaust or a custom exhaust on this anyway, but I was kind of hoping to wait a little bit to do a few other things. But I can't even ride it like that. Well, I can, but I don't like to. So I don't know. I may put this back on there for now, and I may take that cover off. Maybe it's getting caught up in here. See where it's got 4 little holes where you could put screws in there and bolt something to it, but it wouldn't catch the fumes. It would just divert them. I think it might be coming out, hitting the inside of this, making its way around the inside of this housing, and then coming out here on these vent heat defibrillators. That's just a heat shield. I may take it off, take the heat shield off, put it back on the machine without that and see if it still does it. Yeah, just to see. Let's try that. Alright, I'm going to start it up and we're going to see where those fumes are coming out at. Well, it's coming out 2 holes where the screws were holding that cover on, and it's coming out back here. So I'm thinking I'm feeling breeze here, but I think that's it's not like exhaust, it's like breeze coming out from underneath the cooling fins from the flywheel, blowing air, circulating around the fins, and I feel it coming up like right in here. So I'm going to put the screws back in there and block that, because I don't want that coming up here and hitting me in the leg either. And it should shoot straight out here. I really just want to keep it from burning me until I get around to doing the custom exhaust I want to do for it, which that'll be later. Not ready for that yet. Well, the exhaust is still blowing out on my leg, and I heard something going ting 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 ting, and I kept looking around the whole bike, and the springs are loose. I don't know why, but they are. Anyway, we're going to look into that and get that corrected. Yeah, put a lock washer in between those. Those are the brass acorn nuts I bought, or before old Brat Ryder made those nut covers for me. I just haven't put them on there yet because I'm still in mock-up, and I don't want anything happening to them. So I'm going to wait to put them on there, and this is exactly why, in case you got to fine tune anything or have any problems. Alright, I'll find some lock washers and put on there. I'm surprised those came loose. I'm going to use Loctite on them when I do the final build. Anyway, now we know. And that exhaust, well, it feels like it's blowing out, straight out right there. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, the motor runs great. If it was a cracked head or a bad head gasket, I don't think it'd be running so good. But the motor runs swell. I don't know. I guess just because it has gaskets doesn't mean they're sealing right. But it is poofing out, straight out. It just pounded me in the leg. And I'm a little surprised about it. I may have to build just a quick to-do makeshift header and run it off somewhere else and dump it just to see if it diverts it. And then I'll know if it's that actual muffler, or if it's the header, or if it's the motor. Yeah, I may do that this afternoon. Just build a quick little mock-up header and dump it straight out. Alright. Anyway, that's the plan. I gotta find some lock washers. Do you remember me telling you that the idle was too high? And do you remember that when I got this motor, I showed you that little screw in the carburetor? Which is right there. Well, I turned that counterclockwise 2.5 turns. I counted them by half turns so I'd know where I was at so I could put it back if it didn't work. 2.5 turns out to get this thing to idle down. Listen to it now. And I'll put a piece of clip in there with it idling before versus what it's doing now. Hear that? How smooth that is? And it's not trying to take off. It was idling so fast that the torque converter was engaging. I could probably go lower, but I just did it till it smoothed out. For a split second before I got that far out, it was rough, boy. Everything on it was vibrating and shaking. And I went a little bit further and it just smoothed right out. Gotta play with those things. Now that I've got it running and I'm test driving it periodically, I decided to go ahead and hook up that kill switch, because that leaning over to grab that button on the motor, which works fine, is just a colossal pain in the ass when I got a button right there. What I did is I unplugged this, which is the low oil reservoir setting switch, and I just plugged the wires from the kill switch button. I grounded one on that bolt right there that holds that setting switch mechanism, and plugged the other one into the pigtail where that unplugged. So I didn't have to cut any wires on the motor itself, which was nice. I like it like that. That exhaust, though, I guess I'm going to have no choice but take that off of there and make a dump tube header. Because I can't even ride it. I mean, I can, I don't like it. It starts burning your leg before you get around the block. I just can't imagine where it's coming from. I'm stumped about it. I really don't think a header's going to fix it. I don't know why I think that, but I do. That's the way I feel. Anyway, we'll find out. Let me try it and we'll see. Yep, you know what time it is. Like they're cutting steel again. Yeah, jeez. I thought I was away from that for a little while. And while I got you here, the 7-inch tubing was too little. So it's 1 inch. 1 inch tubing fits it. I don't have a short piece, but I do have this piece. You can see it almost slips over that 1 inch hole. So yeah, it'll be 1 inch. I'm not going for anything fancy or custom on this. I'm just trying to do an experiment, really. So I'm going to take a little piece of that 1 inch tube, put a bend in it. I don't know. You know me, once it gets started, I may go ahead and construct a full-on. Nah, I probably won't, because I got plans and I'm not up for doing that whole bit today. I'm probably just going to do an experiment. See, because if that doesn't do it, you know, I got to find out what the problem is. Alright, I'll let you know how it comes out. Well, I guess you know what time it is. Time to make an exhaust system. And for that first piece coming off the motor, I need a really, really, really sharp bend. It's like a 90, but even more than that would be nice. I don't think I can get more than that out of this. I may have to cut them and weld them together to create it. I just hope I don't kink it. It's looking good though. This is that 1 inch pipe and a 1/2 inch die. That usually works out good, as long as you don't go too fast. You gotta give it time for the molecules to change as it stretches and bends. If you go too fast, it'll just go and collapse. Also, I don't know if you can see it from there, but this pipe bender, I bought it brand new. It's got oil residue all around the base of it. I don't know if it's the seals in the pump part or the seals at the base of the actual bottle. But something's leaking. Just a little bit. I noticed it before and never said anything to you guys about it, but yeah, something's leaking on it. I suppose it's just a matter of time till, and how much I use it, you know, till I have to put new fluid in it, or top off the fluid that's in it. I don't even care if this angle comes out. I'm just going to go as far as I can go with it. I need a really good sharp bend, because anything less than that will be sticking out real far. The bend that's on this is, might be a 45, but that's not what I want. So anyway, I'll show you when I get done. Oh guys, check this out. I bent pipe and I contoured it the way I thought was going to work out so it'd fit that frame right. And I had it all jacked up. I did not go about it scientifically. I just eyeballed it and guessed. And it was a complete, it was just wrong. It would have been cool if it worked out, but it was wrong. And you know, this is not the custom exhaust system that I had envisioned in my mind for this bike, but I just want to see if I can stop that from blowing on my leg today. And so I thought, you know what, just bend a piece of pipe and weld your little flange on there and try it. And so I did. I just bent another piece of pipe and cut it off and eyeballed it, you know, held it together on the motor, and marked it with a marker so I'd know what, you know, where to line it up there. And in the process of holding it and welding it, it moved before I realized it. And so I thought, you know what? I didn't notice it until I was done welding the whole thing completely up. So I come over here and I said, well, shoot, you know, I cleaned it up a little bit, got some of the slag off the face of it where the gasket's gonna go. And I thought, well, let's set it on there, see what happens. You're not gonna believe this. Look at this, guys. Huh? That looks okay, right? Look at this. What? It's almost freaking like I planned it. It's right in line with the frame as far as, what would that be, vertically? And it comes out right at the axle plate, so it's not going to blow on the tire or anything. I can probably make a fixture and mount it right there. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I don't know, it may just, I'm not unhappy. I mean, it's a straight pipe. No telling what it's going to sound like. I can only imagine. But I actually don't have a problem with that. Let's get a different view here. Yeah, the welds are crappy as all get out. It comes straight line down, man. I don't know. I'm going to give it a go. Figure out some way to support it back here. And, shucks, I'll probably just tack weld it on there, man, if it, you know what I mean? Alright, anyway, just wanted to share that with you. We'll check it out here in a few minutes. I'll bolt her up and see what I can do. Well, I got her snugged up. Let's see what it sounds like. That don't sound bad. Feel just a whisper or something. It's probably one of my welds got a peeping hole. It's sure a lot better than it was. I mean, it was just hardcore pounding on my legs. I gotta mess with that carburetor some more. It's not wanting to idle just right. That's a lot better. I'm going with it. I'm gonna see if I can adjust that carburetor a little bit and then take her for a spin. All right, guys. Come on. I know you want to hear it. You hear that governor hold me back? Well, I'll tell you what, I burnt my leg on it already. And I still feel something blowing on me down there. Damn bugs are hard to kill sometimes. I may have to look at that again tomorrow. I don't know. It's better. It's not as bad. I burnt myself on that new pipe. Probably have a, yep, I see it. A little white spot on my leg there. Jeez, I don't know, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, that may be it for today. By the time I clean this up and go get something to eat and stuff, today is going to be done. Oh, look at this. Like a city mouse, squirrel. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. Little by little we'll get the bugs out of this rascal, and then we'll get on with the rest of the build. No sense of building around crap, you know. Might as well work good. So, yeah. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you later. Thanks for coming by. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. You ever had one of these keep blowing exhaust out on you? I don't know. Alright, bye-bye. Hey, don't forget to get your t-shirts and stickers. I hear you guys haven't been doing that. Go get you some. I'll see ya. Bye-bye. Well, finally happened. I had to get glasses. This is the new me. What do you think? Anyway, yeah.